Gay!
Yay! Yay!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lost in the Real. This is Shawn, and
Morgan here.
we are doing a review today of Netflix's The Prom. It is directed by Ryan Murphy of American Horror Story and Nip Tuck fame, and it stars the following: Meryl Streep, James Corden, Keegan-Michael Key, Nicole Kidman, Andrew Rannells, Kerry Washington, and introducing Joe Ellen Pellman.
It is about a teenage girl who wants to go to prom in Indiana with her girlfriend. However, the local PTA bars her from going because of homosexuality. Her case, the teenage girl, goes viral, and a ragtag group of Broadway stars, failing Broadway stars in New York, hears about this, and in trying to gain notoriety again, they try to advocate for the young girl in Indiana. And so they go down, try to help her, and a bunch of musical numbers happen along the way. What fun!
So I think it'd be a good start to talk about those musical numbers. What did you think about them, Morgan?
I thought there was a good amount of them. I loved having Meryl sing again, James Corden and Nicole Kidman, and the young new actress. Her songs were wonderful. It was a bit of an homage to Broadway, and you could hear that in the music itself. Like, you got the producers, Chicago. I wasn't blown away by it personally. It was catchy. It was a little sing-alongy, like a Disney family movie, live action movie musical, like High School Musical. Like, it's stuck in your head, but it wasn't like Broadway worthy in my mind. But it was fun.
I kind of agree with you and kind of don't. A lot of the music I really liked. There's two musical numbers, and they just so happen to be the song that finishes the first act and then the finale song. Those are my two favorites, and that's Tonight Belongs to You and It's Time to Dance. I thought those were super catchy. The choreography was really fun in both of those, and that's when I kind of just started like really getting into it in both of those musical numbers. Unfortunately, like you said, there's a lot of musical numbers, and a lot of them kind of fell flat for me as well.
Yeah.
So there was some throwaways in there that I was like, nah, that didn't do anything for me. Also, in a lot of those musical numbers as well, the choreography was really bland to me. It didn't really do anything exciting. Ryan Murphy didn't add that kind of that excitement or that razzle dazzle that I was expecting that he would
Hmm.
bring to directing those musical numbers. So it was kind of a mixed bag for me.
I agree. Yeah, mixed bag. Like, for times I'm like, yes, I am enjoying this. I love this. Some acrobatics and the choreography, very fun. But at some points, I was like, is this song over? Some could have just been snipped out. It was a lot, but not a lot of complaints beyond that. Um, yeah, a lot of it. I love the lyrics. They were so good at developing the characters and showing exactly who they are through the lyrics, like the Keegan-Michael Key song with Meryl Streep. I wrote it down. There was one line, and I was taken aback. I was like, wait a minute. A distraction is momentary, and escape helps you heal. And I was just like, I rewound it. I was like, oh, these lyrics, not bad. So those are like the few songs in the many that I was just like, okay, this is great. So it helped along the story. You got to see all the characters through it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you think about the story in and out of itself? I I liked the story. I thought there was, heart to it. It had a really good message, but you kind of pinpointed it. It did seem like a Disney Channel movie.
Yeah, I agree completely. I love the heart, and I love that so many young, closeted queer people, or maybe older queer people, will watch this and find hope and just relate to it. But it did feel just like a little campy,
Mhm.
little regurgitated. I don't know.
I'm kind of shocked that it's based on a Broadway play. I don't know if I would see this on Broadway. It just doesn't have that epic scope that I think of when I think of Broadway. And I also, when it comes to the story, there were a few problems that I had with, I wanted more Kerry Washington, and I wanted her to be more villainous and have more of a singing and also screen presence, because there needs to be some kind of villain, and she's kind of awful throughout the movie, but you just don't see enough of her for her to have much of an impact. So that kind of bothered me. And also, what was Nicole Kidman doing? Like, I feel like she was barely in the damn movie.
I
And you don't do anything with her? Like, what?
Shawn, I love you. Same wavelength. I at one point when her song was on, I was like, what? That was what you gave Nicole Kidman? And your thought about Kerry Washington, I was just like, she wasn't a fully realized character, or she just didn't have enough going for her. Like, why even have her be the villain? She doesn't really get a song. It's just, it wasn't, Nicole Kidman shouldn't have been in it, and maybe more of that character could have been placed, energy could have been placed towards Carrie's character.
Yeah,
Just wasn't necessary.
I agree. And I think also with Andrew Rannells' character, he did get a fun little dance number in the second act, but I also think his character was really underdeveloped. And, you really got to know Meryl Streep, you got to know James Corden's character, and then obviously the lead actress, who I thought was absolutely fantastic.
Hmm.
Uh, so phenomenal. Her singing voices just blew me away.
Yeah, I agree. She was wonderful.
So, what did you think? There's been a lot of controversy about having James Corden be such an integral gay character in the movie because he is straight in real life. What do you think of
Hmm.
that? Do you think he did a good job?
I think he did a good job. I was upset a little bit. I was like, oh, is he really playing a gay character?
Hmm.
But I wasn't disappointed in his portrayal. I thought he brought in all the emotions needed, and that was like, there were a couple times where I felt deeply for him, and he was able to project that. So I respect it. I was obviously preferred to cast a gay actor. I feel like it's not hard to find, and I'm a little disappointed in Ryan for casting him in that,
Right.
because like, so yes, ultimately maybe don't cast him as that, but he did a fine job, really good job actually.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by him, and I am not a huge James Corden fan by any means. I thought he
Really.
was no, not really at all. But I thought that he was given the most to do out of the Broadway actors, and he also kind of rose to the occasion. So we can't leave this review without talking about Meryl Streep. What did you think about her, Morgan?
I mean, she's Meryl. It was perfect. She was cast perfectly as the narcissistic, failing Broadway star. Again, Death Becomes Her comes to
Oh,
mind. So it just fit perfectly. I love her. She almost stole the movie for me, but yeah, and it was kind of mostly about her. I know it was about the teenage girl, but also it was kind of about Meryl.
well,
What
she
did you
has
think?
that song at the very beginning where it's not about me, but it's totally about Meryl.
Oh my gosh, you're right. That's so and she gets almost all the numbers, I think, out of all the apparently Broadway star actors in the movie.
I absolutely loved her. Always loved Meryl. I thought that, and only she can do this. She is a total narcissist. She's a character that you shouldn't like or relate to, but there's like moments in the movie, like especially when she's with Keegan-Michael Key's character, who, by the way, was phenomenal in this. His
Hmm.
singing voice and just his character and I just kind of fell in love with Keegan-Michael Key all over again.
Right?
uh, their chemistry and the way she looked at him, and you could just see the heart in her eyes and the hurt that she's gone through. And I don't know, it's one of those Meryl Streep performances that's just so much fun that you can just tell she's just having the time of her life.
Oh, totally. I mean, this, and then going to Keegan Michael Key, this is the second musical I've seen him in the past 2 weeks. Didn't know he sang. Didn't know he could really bring this acting, and I'm just full on impressed. I want more. But again, like Meryl, just looking like she had fun, and that last scene with actors and the classic Broadway thing, you can just tell that the entire cast had a blast filming this, and so
Absolutely.
you're just smiling the whole time, watching them smile and have fun.
I feel like you should just go and promote Jingle Jangle everywhere more.
I will until everyone sees it.
Okay. Anyways, let's share our final thoughts and our ratings for the prom. What would you give it?
I give it 4 out of 5 infrared face masks. It was great. I will rewatch it. Maybe fast forward through some musical numbers. But no, it was really wonderful, heartwarming, and heartbreaking. I just love it, and I hope that everyone gets a chance to watch it. Yeah.
I will be giving the prom 3.5 infrared face masks out of 5. I had so much fun with this movie, and it really does have so much heart and all the feels. There's so many moments in there that I was just like either like choking up or like on the verge of tears, and it's just a good time all around. I do think some of the musical numbers could have been cut. I feel like Ryan Murphy could have added a little bit more pizzazz to his direction to really amp up the volume even more. But I will definitely rewatch this over again and listen to some of the musical numbers, even if it's like a Disney Channel musical.
Yeah, right? It's catchy. No, it's great. Yeah. Great.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching Lost in the Reels. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video if you liked it, and also comment down below. Let us know what you thought of Netflix's The Prom. See you next time, guys.
Woo, bye. Thank you.